YouTube's back at it. Now, I'm going to put this little part here on YouTube, and then after the fact of whatever I do, when I watch this video that they just took down again, another video, people, alright, I'm going to put that one up on BitChute in combination with this introduction. Okay, so first of all, let's see. Today is November 17th of 2023. What time did this come in the morning? Because they like to come in early in the morning, like when you're sleeping. Yeah. 5:45 a.m. in the morning. Makes me think of the Congo. People sleeping in their huts, whatever it is that they're sleeping in, and they get wiped out, right? Because they get raided. That's pretty much how I feel about it. Alrighty, so we wanted to let you know, okay, so medical misinformation again, okay, and now I looked at so far kind of what's going on here, and I'll explain to you what I think is going on here, because YouTube is a cover-up site. Okay, it's just I don't even know how to explain it. Anyway, the title of this video is called Insect People, right? He's one of them. September 5th of 2020. Alrighty, now you have to keep in mind, people, that now when I clicked this on, it brought me to here. So I guess this is what YouTube doesn't like in terms of medical misinformation, because I haven't heard this yet, okay? I just brought it up. And I'm going to record the whole thing, though, right? I'm going to go to the back, and I'm going to record the whole thing. And then if I want to say something, I'll say something, and whatever. I'm going to put it up on BitChute. But before I do that, okay, and I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with YouTube? Because in terms of all this ambiguous medical misinformation stuff, right? If you notice, it's all medical ambiguous misinformation shit. And I'm like, okay, well, they're bringing in their thems, their theys, their its, their I don't know what they're bringing in, people. They're he, she, it, they, them, the, this, that, and everything under the sun. In terms of, if people want to be a cat and shit in a cat litter box and consider themselves to be human, I don't know. Whoever is creating this dysfunction in our society seem to think it's okay. You know, they're confusing kids at a very early age as to general physiological, this is a boy, this is a girl. And they're trying to blend everything together and throw in every animal species, fish species, insect species, bird species, alien species into the mix and say they're all basically human, if they so choose to be. Okay? That's the only thing I can think of as they're bringing in their robots, people. You know, they're bringing in their robots. They're I don't know. They're trying to normalize. Well, I think robots is one of them. / hybrid human robots, or who knows what, as sound medical non-misinformation. If I want to sit up here and say, okay, members and friends, I think I'm going to be a... Oh, geez, I'm trying to think of an exotic animal that I would like to be, if I was to ever be an animal. But it's that simple. You just have to pull something out of a hat and say, well, that's it. You call me this, because if you don't call me this, then it's hate speech. or it's discrimination, or it's that kind of stuff, right? To which is like, oh, I don't know. People they put words to it, but it's definitely twisted. It's more than helter skelter stuff. Okay, so clearly they don't want people even thinking about the abnormality around what's walking among us, whether it's just in a mental sense. Well, mentally, I think I'm an iguana, mentally, so therefore I must be, right? Or mentally, I think I'm a them, so therefore I must be. Mentally, I think whatever I think, therefore it must be. And you know, that's just to I don't know, narrow down people, I think, into mental illness, where they become more and more isolated within themselves, because nobody really knows what they are except for that moment, and then they feel they have the right to defend it, right? Because the government, somebody in the government, which is more than likely not quote unquote human, and that's not medical misinformation, because we know there's robots out there and hybrids and all this other stuff, right? If you notice, I can't even tell you exactly what I'm thinking, because YouTube, again, with their staff, is trying to control the narrative as they're coming in through the back door, as they're coming in the middle of the night, sabotaging people. Yeah. So that they can bring in abnormalities. Dysfunction. And then say that's being fair. That's being fair. Bring in the crazies, but take out the ones with common sense. Take out the ones that are grounded, right? Take out the ones that have strong family units, right? That know who they are, right? If you don't know who you are, and if you're a criminal, you'll do good. But if you know who you are, and you're strong as a family, they don't want that to happen, unless they can control you and turn your family into of criminal mind, so that they can control you. Either or, people. This is to control people. Okay? So now I can't put this, what's going to happen after this, up on YouTube, because they took down the video, right? Because they don't want you to know that there are certain things that you can notice if you'll take the time to look, to realize that you're not dealing with normal 100% human beings. And being that YouTube is so bent out of YouTube with their staff is so bent out of shape to cover that fact. Okay, in terms of, if you can have them, you can have it, you can have theys, whatever, he, she's, you can have cat, human, slash little bird, whatever, quote unquote humans, because some mentally deranged person sitting up in some office with an ego bigger than the planet said they can, then you can have what I have, what I say. Then we have that too. Right? The only thing is they don't want it. They don't want people to really acknowledge that part, and for what reasons. Right? They want to make it all lovey-dovey and that it's harmless what they're doing. No, there's nothing lovey-dovey about it, and it's nothing harmless about it. right? Anyway, you can't stop progress. And what do we have to look forward to in 50 years from now? A lot of, well, I'm not sure what I am today. I was that yesterday. Last year I was that. But I think this day I'm going to change to that. Or maybe I'm a consistent this and I'll be this for the rest of my life, which puts me in a position of never being able to fit in, as in being normal. Because I've been taught that there's nothing, quote unquote, normal in the world. So therefore, that's normal. Right? And with that, I don't know. I mean, the world is already crazy enough as it is. Right? I don't know why people put up with it. I don't know why they allow these things to control them in the manner that they do. And YouTube is just one manner. So this is why I don't know, people. I don't know. It's a big waste of fucking time. Yeah. Yeah. It's a devil site. It really is. It's a fucking devil site. A lot of these people that are getting good money off of YouTube, they're just running with the devil if they're not already in bed with the devil or in part devils themselves. Yeah. So, okay, that's what am I going to do? Right? They obviously are trying to promote what they're trying to hide. They only want the ability to be able to promote it in the way they want to promote it, because then it makes it seem, harmless. Well, if it was that harmless, they wouldn't be taking down my videos, right? Because it's not harmless. It's very dangerous what we're going into with this /hybrid /integrate whatever they're create, manifest in the brain, convince themselves I'm this or whatever. No, I'm 100% woman. That's what I am. What? Is that medical misinformation? I'm 100% woman. Had 5 children produced from my body, from my womb. Gave birth, all of them, in a natural kind of way, without having to be cut open by doctors greedy for money with their C-sections like they do now in these days. Yeah.